former bachelor said that getting the court ruling felt like the last weight that was lifted off of me after a months-long battle. Clayton Echard is finally back in the driver's seat of his life, and he's feeling pretty darn good. The former Bachelor star, 31, said he's in really great spot 1 month after winning the paternity suit that was filed against him by Laura Owens. I just had this conversation with my family last night. Getting that ruling just was, like, the last weight that was lifted off of me, Echard said on the July 18th episode of the Reality Steve podcast. In court documents obtained by People, Owens had claimed that Echard fathered her unborn twins during a one-night stand. Echard alleged that she had fabricated her pregnancy, a condition which cannot have resulted from the parties' interactions, because according to him, they never had sexual intercourse. On June 18th, the judge agreed with Echard, stating in a ruling that Owens knowingly presented a false claim, knowingly violated a court order compelling disclosure or discovery, as she was unable to present an authentic ultrasound, sonogram, or physical examination to prove her claims. Echard had already confirmed via a paternity test that he had not fathered the twins. All this now going in my favor, I just feel like I have a renewed sense of energy. I feel more confident, resilient, Echard said on the podcast. I'm feeling that now. I'm waking up, I'm like, I can do this. If I went through it, all of this, what can I go through? So I do feel like it's just built me up. And yeah, it's just one less thing I have to worry about. Echard also expressed his gratitude towards his ex, Susie Evans, who he met on his season of The Bachelor, for deciding to put herself out there during his trial to support him. I was so grateful. When she came out, I'd saw that she said, listen, Clayton might be a lot of things, but he's not a liar, and that meant a lot to me, he said. Because she didn't have to say anything. But, like, that's somebody that I got to know on a personal level, you know, pretty deeply. And she didn't have to say anything, but she was like, listen, I know that my voice is going to get people to understand or come around. Echard also revealed that he lost out on a lot of career opportunities while the trial was going on, claiming he lost a couple of brand deals, had to put a hold on his speaking engagements, and a pause on his real estate career as a result of the public nature of the allegation. I completely pivoted and just cut out my speaking engagements because all of the schools were gonna Google me right away. Like, let's see who this guy is. And then, the real estate. It's hard because there's a lot of opportunities one probably lost that I just can't account for, he admitted. I do a lot of cold calling, and I would have people that were interested and say, yeah, I'd like to work with you. Send me over your information. And I would just be very anxious at that point because I'd send over my info, and I'm like, they're gonna naturally Google me because they're gonna see if I have good reviews as a realtor. Following his victory in court, Echard told People that he was in disbelief after the ruling in his favor. It felt odd that this has been going on for a year and just now it's, I guess, ended. It was very exciting though, and I was excited to go talk to the other victims and let them know as well, he said, referring to the fact that he was victim number 4 of Owens. At the end of the day, I don't want her to do this ever again to anybody else. The realtor admitted he felt a little bit odd about moving past the court battle, as it had consumed the last year of his life and almost became a part of my identity for all the wrong reasons and not what I ever wanted it to be. But it's weird to navigate forward now and say, okay, I'll just put this behind me. Of course, that's what I want to do, but it feels like so many emotions are wrapped up, he added. And I think now I just have to be able to take the time to finally break this down in my own head and come to terms with all that's occurred.